Okay, this is gonna be a controversial one, yeah. I'm gonna put Weapons at meh. And the reason why I put it in meh is because I feel like the movie is shot well, you know, it's a high production level, cinematography is amazing. You can tell they cared about the movie. It's just that at times, yeah, or not even at times, a lot of the time it felt like it wasn't really a horror movie I was watching. It felt like it was, you know, exploring different themes, like just random stuff to where I was thinking, hold on, is this a horror movie or what? Like I was just so confused. I don't know what the hype was about. Next one, Child's Play. I'm gonna put this one at worth watching. And the reason why I put it as worth watching is because, like, I know a lot of people are not a fan of the whole, you know, dull sort of like horror movies. Not many people would be open to watching like a horror movie involving dolls because they kind of think it's not really scary. But I do feel like Chucky is a character you should honestly like watch. This is such a hilarious character. Okay, the next one, Obsession's gonna go in masterpiece. Do I really need to explain why? Okay, for Scream, I'm gonna say it's like a must watch. I'm not really like a big fan of the franchise. I used to be when I was a kid. You know, when it comes to like the horror tropes, the horror cliches, is in these type of movies, in it. And I feel like if you're like a person who's getting into horror, it's one of the movies I feel like you just have to watch. Probably another controversial opinion, yeah. Original Friday the 13th, going in Abomination. I don't care, fam. This film is trash. I don't understand why people like this film so much. Like, I understand that it's a classic. I understand that Jason's one of the first to kind of start everything. Honestly, like, I've never found Jason to be interesting, apart from the remake. But in this movie, I know obviously it's not actually him, it's Pamela and whatnot, his mum. Who cares if it's him or not? The movie itself is trash. Next one, Halloween, another controversial opinion. The original one, I'm putting this in Abomination, fam. Yeah, Abomination. I don't understand why people like this movie so much. The movie itself is just boring. It just feels so old. Like, it just doesn't age well. The kills are lame. The kills are not even creative. Michael Myers, he's not a scary entity. I'm sorry, it just isn't. I just don't understand what is it about Michael Myers that people love so much. He's just lame. Simple as that. Next one, Final Destination. I'll probably say worth watching. I'll say it's worth watching. Like, it's one of them like franchises where it's just like, or at least this movie in particular, where I don't know, it's just a fun movie. It kills like 2 hours. Don't type of movies where binge like a little, you know, random movie or horror movie. I'd put this on. Next one, Saw. Honestly, I'm gonna say meh. I'll be honest with you, a lot of people like this movie so much. I don't understand why. I think the other movies, like the sequels, are way better than the first one. To me, the first one was just really boring. The concept is interesting, but the execution to me is just not really effective. Jeepers Creepers. I'm gonna put this one in masterpiece, fam. This movie is easily one of the best monster movies of all time and one of the best horror movies of all time. Every 23 days for 23 years it gets to eat. Just the whole concept, the whole like lore behind it is just so fascinating, and even until this day there's so much about the creeper that I'm so interested in. It was amazing from start to finish. Next one, The Grudge. Yeah, this is gonna go in masterpiece, fam. This film is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life when it comes to horror. What I like about this movie is that it uses imagery and movement to create fear instead of relying on stupid jump scares. What makes something scary is the imagery, is the movement of characters, and just the environment, the music. This is the 2004 one with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Literally, go watch it, fam. Go watch it. Next one, The Descent. I'm gonna put this in, probably put it in, I don't know, I'll probably say worth watching. It's alright. Like, I think it's a good movie, but it's not that good. I do feel like it offers like a very effective jump scare. Worth watching, sure. The Mist, I'm gonna put this in worth watching. You have a lot of good sequences in the film. The concept itself, The Mist, is, you know, quite interesting, and the ending, one of the saddest endings and traumatic endings in the horror movie history. Get Out, I'm gonna put in meh. You know them films where it's not being direct, but it's talking in riddles. I'm not really a fan of them type of films. Acting is really great though. I feel like the main guy, he's a really good actor. The film to me is just whatever really. Barbarian, I'd say, is a must watch. First time watching it, it's either going to be really great to people or really bad to people, because this movie is typically like a very like a hit or miss film. It's not like a rewatchable movie in my opinion, but I do believe you kind of have to watch it. Okay, It Follows, I'm going to put in worth watching. I feel like the concept itself is quite fascinating. The whole, you know, spreading diseases through like contact with each other. I don't know if I'm not allowed to say the words, so I'm just gonna, if you watch the movie you know what I'm on about. You get some creepy vibes, some creepy scenes. It wouldn't be the first thing I'd recommend, but I do feel like it's, you know, worth watching. Sinister, I'm gonna put as, I'll say must watch. I'll say the must watch. I say Sinister to me was probably one of the scariest movies I've seen. It's more of like a one-time watch for me. Maybe I could see myself watching it again. If you want to watch a scary movie or you've never seen a horror movie for the first time, I'd recommend Sinister. That's one of the movies I'd recommend. Insidious now. I'm going to put Insidious at masterpiece. Again, this film is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. The music, the creepy little Oliver Twist music, you know, the little like, you know, the Victorian times, you know, the Victorian sponge. And yeah, man, it's just a very, very, very creepy movie. Black Phone, I'm gonna put in must watch. This is a very, very, very good movie. It's a basic premise. It turns into something so much better. Long Legs, I'm gonna put in Abomination, yeah? Abomination. It just feels so bland and boring and just like pointless. I just don't understand what was so creepy about it. They were trying to make the imagery and the shots look creepy based on what the characters were doing, but nah, man, it just wasn't working for me. X, I'm gonna put in a must watch. I do like how different the concept was. It's not a movie that I particularly love, but I do feel like it's something that I would recommend to someone. Terrified 2, I can't put it in masterpiece. I'm gonna say it's a must watch. With Art the Clown, in my opinion, he's the best clown. I feel like what sells it is Sienna's character, her great acting, and also Art the Clown, the kind of rivalry between the two characters. If you love gore, watch this movie, fam. The first Terrifier. I'm gonna put this one in, I'm gonna put it in meh. The storyline just feels very bland. There was no substance to it. Cabin in the Woods, I'm gonna put in Abomination. I hate how you have other characters watching the main characters in the film. You have like the main characters being watched through the screen by other characters. It kind of just took me out of the movie. The Visit, I'm gonna put this in masterpiece, man. I have to, man. I'm sorry. But you know me, I'm a found footage guy. Give me a found footage movie that is good, and I'm good. I'm set. It had a jump scare that scared. The ending act, oh, it gave me shivers. Right now I'm even getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now. So yeah, man, in my opinion, I'd say it's like a masterpiece, especially for a found footage horror. Orphan, I'm gonna say a must watch. One of the highlights in this movie easily is the actress that plays Esther. One of the best child actors in horror that I've seen. Very tense, a lot of like tense scenes. Yeah, like who doesn't want to see Esther, you know, kill people? Like, I'm gonna put A Quiet Place in masterpiece. Emily Blunt's amazing, great acting from her. It's an interesting concept, what can I say? And what makes it effective as well is that the jump scares feel natural because they can't make sounds. So when they do make sounds, it kind of just like, oh damn, like what the hell? A jump scare because someone makes a loud noise, because the whole film is quiet throughout. Monster House, yeah. This is gonna go in masterpiece. One of my favorite animated movies of all time. It's such a cool, creepy premise. Yes, it's a family film, family horror, but they still find a way to make it. It's creepy in general. It's a movie you can rewatch over and over again, in my opinion. Paranormal Activity, I'm gonna put as meh. Nothing really happens until like maybe like the final act. So the pacing kind of just feels like it's dragging. If you're like a wimp, I would give it a go because you probably you could start jumping for no reason. Abigail, I'm gonna put in, I would say I'll put it in worth watching. I don't think I've met anyone that watches horror that doesn't like vampires in it. Like, let's be honest, vampires are just cool in general. They're always cool. I feel like the main actress in this film was great. Another child actor that's amazing in terms of acting, very convincing. A lot of characters in the movie I don't really care for like as actors, but I do feel like if you're into vampires, it's definitely a movie you should, you know, watch for sure. And even if you're not into vampires, if you like gore, then it's worth watching. 30 Days of Night, a must watch. Yeah, must watch. In my opinion, this is like the best vampire movie easily. They gotta wait until the sun comes out again. The vampires are kind of creepy, brutal, messed up in a good way. Passenger, I'm gonna put in a must watch. It has like very scary jump scares in my opinion, and I love the use of lighting, like the use of lighting, the surroundings. It was close to being a masterpiece for me, but it goes on must watch. Wrong Turn, I'll say it's a must watch. The actors are very convincing and good, trying to escape from these hillbillies, and it's funny. It just takes something basic and makes it entertaining. Child's Play 2, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna put this I might put this, you know what, I'm gonna put it in must watch. Chucky to me was just hilarious in this movie. It was just fun to watch in this movie. A lot of people say that the second one is the best in the sequel, which I don't necessarily disagree. I prefer the first one though, but yeah. Jeepers Creepers Reborn, Abomination. Everything about this movie is trash. Simple as that. But Strangers, I'm gonna put this in meh. You know, when I first watched this movie, Strangers, I liked it a lot. And when rewatching it again, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't really hit the same for me. It feels a bit slow to me when we're watching a movie. Escape Room, I'm gonna put Escape Room in worth watching. Some people might not like it, but I feel like what makes it so exciting is like the games. You know, you gotta escape this, you gotta escape that, otherwise you're gonna get killed. That alone just creates the excitement. The Babadook, I'm gonna put in, you know what, I'll say I'll put it in worth watching. I liked it a lot more when I first saw it. Rewatching it again, it wasn't as good as I thought. The ending felt a bit corny and cringy and flat to me. Dead silence, man. Dead silence. You know what? This has to go in a must watch. You know what? Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, I feel like Billy is the scariest doll easily. There was like one particular scene in this film with Mary Shaw and, you know, Billy, where I'm just like, oh my days, like this scene is actually terrifying. That's the thing though, it's not a jump scare, it's imagery, it's movement, it's the visuals, the background, the darkness, the lighting they use. Honestly, this is easily an underrated movie, man. A lot of people don't talk about this movie a lot, and you definitely should watch it for sure. Jeepers Creepers 2, I'm gonna say, is a must watch in my opinion. Another fun watch. It kills 2 hours. If you're just looking for a film that, you know, it's paced very well, has suspenseful stuff in it, action, then I definitely would recommend this movie. Smile, I'm gonna put in a meh. This movie to me is very much overhyped. I don't understand the hype. The thing that stands out to me in this movie is Susie Baker's acting. She's a very, very good actor in this film. It's very much a psychological thriller, but the thing that I don't find scary about it is that you have the characters like smiling. Most of the time there's so many scenes that I'm just laughing. I just find it kind of funny. And also, to be fair though, there is a very, very effective jump scare that I think that actually got me. So yeah, props to the jump scare in this film. I'm gonna put it in must watch. For me, this is a bias thing. This concept in general is basically just people moving to like a different new town. There's like a hole in the basement. You look into the hole and it shows you, it brings your fears to life and stuff. And it's just such an interesting concept. If I was gonna compare it, I'd compare it to like on the level of Gremlins. It's not like the hardcore horror. It creates the scares though, and it creates that sort of uncomfortableness and creepiness to where I'm like, bro, I gotta turn my light on right now. It's like creepy dialogue as well. Would you rather? I'm gonna put this in a must watch. This movie was so fun to watch, man. It was so exciting. The whole would you rather is literally what it says. It's literally in the name, would you rather, except it has the whole horror demonic aspect to it. You gotta do this or do that. It's just very much exciting. So cool. I'll probably say a must watch. People wake up in this like dark place. They're trying to figure out why they're in the circle. Each time there's like seconds before someone gets zapped and killed. It's really, really good. Bird Box, I might put this in masterpiece, you know. I'm gonna put it in masterpiece. It's just such an interesting premise. I feel like when you involve kids in a movie as well, that's what makes it very much effective as well. Certain scenes you have with the kids and, you know, Sandra Bullock's character, who's the main character. I feel like Sandra Bullock's performance is so amazing, and just the dialogue she has with the kids and her, and just the flashbacks you get. And it's actually very much a very good movie. Splinter, I'm gonna put Splinter on worth watching. So essentially you have this sort of like fungus disease that kind of like, I guess, attacks you and kills you, and once it kills you, it kind of takes over your body, and it's kind of disgusting. It kind of grows like spikes from your body, which is why I feel like it's a hit or miss for people. You're either gonna love it, you're either gonna hate it. I love this movie. I thought it was a very fun movie. It's very much a disgusting movie, but it's also good in my opinion. World War Z, I'm gonna say it's a must watch. If you're looking for zombies that don't ramp around, don't play no games, go watch this movie. These bros are running. It's probably one of the most chaotic zombie films I've seen, but it's one of the best zombie movies in my opinion, easily. The Conjuring, I'm gonna put in, you know what, I'll put this in worth watching. It's not a movie that I necessarily love, but I do feel like it's definitely a good movie. I feel like a lot of people will love it. I do feel like there are some very much creepy elements to it. If you've never seen horror before, it's something I'd probably recommend you to, you know, check out and watch. Hostel, I'm gonna put in worth watching. Once again, this is a hit or miss for some people. Very much gory, one of the goriest horror films out there. That's what I love though. Me, I'm a gore person. I love to see gore. I love to see messed up gory stuff. I just love it. It's scary based on the context of the situation. The Purge, I'm gonna put in worth watching. It's a very unique film in a good way. You know, I don't think this is the best one. I feel like the second one's the best one, but I do like this one in particular is worth watching because, again, like I said, it's unique. The concept of, you know, all crimes being legal for like what, 24 hours or 12 hours or something. Very much a very interesting concept. Happy Death Day, meh. Very much a horror comedy, very bland, very much a movie that I'm never gonna probably ever watch again. Don't Breathe, I'm gonna put in worth watching. It is exciting, it is a tense kind of type of movie. Would I say it's rewatchable? Yeah, I'd say so. I Am Legend, masterpiece, fam. A masterpiece. Will Smith in this movie is amazing. Oscar worthy performance. One of the saddest scenes in horror is in this film. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it. You have him and his dog. It's amazing, fam. Such a sad movie, such a well done made movie. Cloverfield, I'm gonna put in yeah, must watch. If you're not into found footage movie, or if you are, this is probably one of the first found footage movies that I'd recommend. It's very like much a tense movie. It's exciting and chaotic. It being set in New York makes it even better, you know, because since New York is a big city, it just makes it for more of like a, you know, suspenseful type of film. Hereditary, you know what, I'll put it in there. This movie to me was very much one of the most overrated movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Nothing about this movie was scary to me. It was trash. It was boring. The dad in this movie was hilarious. He was making me laugh so much. So many scenes with him, I was just dying of laughter, man. That dad in this film was just hilarious. But the acting is good for sure. The acting is good. It's very much one of the movies again where the production level, other things like acting, cinematography overshines the genre itself. Annabelle. Yeah, I'm putting an Abomination. I was so excited to see Annabelle. Annabelle to me, she gave me that creepy vibe in The Conjuring. She was always just so creepy to me. It's just kind of disappointing to me, man. You know what I mean? I feel like the other movies, like the sequels, are a lot better in the franchise. Not the first one. The first one's probably like the worst one from what I can remember, or one of the worst. Alright, man, the Last Boys. Yeah, the last Boys. I'm gonna put this in, I'll say worth watching. This is one of the movies to me where I feel like it definitely ages well. There's things about the movie that doesn't age well, but I can still acknowledge that of course it came out in the 80s, so of course it's not gonna age the best, but it still does age well to where you can sit down and watch it and still it'll still hold up today as like a good movie. I wouldn't say it's a must watch. Like, it's not gonna really like be the end of the world if you've never seen this movie. Very much love the music in this movie. I thought the music helps it, if that makes sense. I love the music, makes it better than it is, if that makes any sense. I don't think it's something you need to watch though. It's a good film though, for sure. But yeah, man, that was my horror movie tier list. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you thought about this, video, if you liked it, hated it, or if you disagree with my tier list, I would like to know. Anyways, in a bit, man.